Hi again, John Casey here with another MQ moment from Too Logical. This one is also from our Latin American files about a quite a famous writer. And the quote that drew me in from Paulo Coelho is the following. When you want something, all the universe conspires in helping you achieve it. At Too Logical, we've always said that we only control 100% two things in our lives. One, what we think, and two, what we do. And if you are familiar with the two logical success formula, as you know, if we are in control of what we think and what we do, that's all we need in order to create our own success. Of course, this leaves a long list of things that we do not have control over, which includes everything else. Here are some of the big items on the list of things we don't control: the weather, the changing of the seasons, the market, the economy, the price of oil, traffic, what other people say or do. Do you have children? Um, yes, there's a lot of things in our life that we don't have control over, but let's not forget the empowering good news in all of this. We have 100% control over how we react to all those things we don't control. We have a choice on how to see what has happened and what to do about it. We have power. Reacting optimally to any situation, good or bad, is a sign of high MQ. The beloved Brazilian writer Paulo Coelho said this very well with his quote, "When we least expect it, life sets us a challenge to test our courage and willingness to change. At such a moment, there is no point in pretending that nothing has happened or in saying that we are not ready. The challenge will not wait. Life does not look back." When you learn more about his journey, you will realize how qualified he is to say this. He truly leveraged his motivational intelligence time and time again on his difficult journey. First of all, he is a very cool guy. When you look at any picture of him, you will see a warmth, a comfort with self that draws you in. His writing has been published in more than 170 countries and translated into 80 languages. Together, his books have sold in the hundreds of millions. In 2017, Paulo was listed by the UK-based company Ricktopia at number 2 in the list of the 200 most influential contemporary authors. His best-selling novel, The Alchemist, has sold over 35 million copies and is the most translated book in the world by a living author. All of this almost didn't happen. As a teenager, Coelho wanted to become a writer. Upon telling his mother this, she responded, "My dear, your father is an engineer. He's a logical, reasonable man with a very clear vision of the world. Do you actually know what it means to be a writer?" They continually dissuaded him from pursuing writing. That may have fueled his rebellious nature, and at 17, Coelho's parents committed him to a mental institution. He escaped 3 times. His parents took him back each time. He was finally released at the age of 20. At his parents' wishes, Coelho enrolled in law school and temporarily abandoned his dream of becoming a writer. 1 year later, he dropped out of law school and began to live life as a hippie, traveling through South America, North Africa, Mexico, and Europe. He wrote song lyrics for Brazilian musicians protesting the country's military rule. He was jailed 3 times for his political activism and subjected to torture in prison. After drifting among several professions, Coelho changed his life course while on a visit to Spain in 1986 at the age of 39. Coelho walked more than 500 miles along the road to Santiago de Compostela, a site of a Catholic pilgrimage. The walk and the spiritual awakening he experienced inspired him to later write The Pilgrimage, an autobiographical account of his trek. He quit his other jobs and devoted himself to full time to the craft of writing. It's now or never. I stopped everything and said, now I am going to fulfill my dream. I may be defeated, but I will not fail. It took me 40 years to write my first book. When I was a child, I was encouraged to go to school. I was not encouraged to follow the career of a writer because my parents thought I was going to starve to death. He never gave up on his dream or himself. He leveraged all the lessons he learned on his difficult journey, and then it all fell into place. When you want something, all the universe conspires in helping you achieve it. Paulo, keep writing and employing the rich symbolism in your depictions of the motivated journeys taken by the characters you introduce us to, because you are writing about all of us and helping us better understand and enable ourselves. Thank you.